What we have in the news. Councillor shot and killed in St. Catherine. Rising temperature affecting food production. And later in sports, host countries secure wins on opening day of the FIFA Women's World Cup. My viewers and subscribers, welcome to News Replay JM, where we update you with the latest news, sports and entertainment. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave your comment, and don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can be updated so YouTube can recommend us to many more. Thank you. I am Mitzi Johnson. Now the news in details. We begin with a developing story. PNP Councillor for the South Bar Division in Portmore, St. Catherine Ainsley Parkins was murdered at this morning. News Replay JM understands the incident happened sometime before 10 a.m. in a community in the division. The council was traveling in his vehicle when he was shot. We observed 3 bullet holes in the windscreen. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Investigators are currently on the scene, as well as key players of the Portmore Municipal Corporation. We'll have more on this developing story in subsequent newscasts. Meanwhile, the People's National Party has condemned the incident. In a statement, the party says Councillor Parkins was an outstanding public servant put normally on. Thomas also reacted to the murder.
It is really a sad day in Jamaica and a sad day for Portmore. Ainsley was a very, very good councillor who always look out for his people and represent his people well. He also, this morning, was given the task to take the summer workers into Southborough to capture some data, and upon his arrival and leaving, it seems like the gunmen pounced on him. It is a situation that the entire staff of the municipal corporation is mourning and deeply sad.
2 brothers were killed execution style in Long Bay, Lilliput, St. James last night. According to our sources, the incident happened sometime around 11:40. The men have been identified as 16-year-old Neil Samuels and his brother, 22-year-old Gregory Forbes. Their house was then set ablaze. It's unclear if their deaths were related to any gang conflict within the parish. Residents in Tolls Medicine Catherine are upset over what they say is the unfair targeting of their community. They say for the past 3 weeks, as early as 4 a.m., with their homes have been raided by members of the JDF looking for wanted men.
They need to take set pound away. They come every minute, then kick off the people in the door. I want to take out 14-year-old and 12-year-old out of us. And all the people them I tell them say, if people them are 12 and 14-year-old, they still take them out of their house to go with them. For what?
The Joint Anti-Gang Task Force carried out an operation yesterday in search of Damar Williams, otherwise called Demon or Kai Kai, who they believe is hiding in the community. The Mari said to be unknown violence producer and one of 8 escapees from the Black River lockup in St. Elizabeth on June 19. We go to another developing story. Proceedings at several of the nation's courts have been disrupted as prosecutors from the DPP's office have taken industrial action. The issue stems from a letter which was written to the Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, about concerns relating to the salary of prosecutors. They're upset that today the Minister of Finance has not responded. It's understood that Western Regional Gun Court, the Supreme Court, courts in St. Catherine, the Clarendon have been most affected. We'll have more on this developing story in subsequent newscasts. With temperatures rising and little rain in the forecast, the agriculture sector is bracing for the impact. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says food and crop production are at risk. He was speaking on TVJ Small Jamaica today. Double trouble. First it was drought, now it's the heat. Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says the rising temperature is putting crops and livestock under great pressure. As a result, food production is affected. I am Mitzi Johnson, for News Replay JM.
And it's having a negative effect, quite frankly, on just production, all over production, whether it be especially on our vegetable lines, which suffer tremendously from elevated heat stress. You do have, with heat, increased amount of pests, which is something that farmers, again, have to look out for and have to look to more inputs to try and treat with pest control, which again sends up the price, which oftentimes have them reduce the amount of land that they put under production.
He's concerned there are too many farmers doing outdoor farming.
It leaves them to the ravages of drought and also ravages of intense rain periods. So we're looking to extend our irrigation coverage. So we have a wonderful project now in Essex Valley, that is South Manchester, South St. Elizabeth. We're looking to bring about 800 acres under irrigated water supply. That is happening. There are now laying pipes. We have another program in South Clarendon, Parnassus, Amity Hall in St. Catherine, another 400 hectares under irrigated water supply. And the big one that we want to get done is in PJ Plains, right, which we've earmarked, identified, looking to roll out a $200 million US project that would take water from the Black River and deal with the plains of PJ.
The solution, he says, requires a number of measures. Among the plans being considered is to expand the country's irrigation system.
We're going to look at trucking of water, but we're also going to look at rehabilitating water catchment areas. You see, what is happening, especially when the rain comes, oftentimes it goes to waste because we don't have appropriate catchment areas in our production zones to help the farmers during this elevated heat. So we're looking at, we've identified about 6 areas to do some water catchment. We also have to look at the strains of plants that we're using, you know, the seeds. So we're looking at more drought-resistant quality seeds. So we've identified about $20 million that we're going to be distributing some vegetable seeds to get our vegetable lines back up.
Please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave your comment, and don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can be updated so YouTube can recommend us to many more. Thank you.